Well, today's the day we've all been waiting for. Cellar Dweller isn't going to be open yet for a while. I just wanted to show you what I did here with the sign. I changed the shape of it, and I've got the data one piece above on top of the other. You know, it makes more sense to me anyway. What I just said didn't make sense, so did it? But anyway, you get the idea. It's easier to read. Now, what I've done here is I have increased the font from 14 to 16 points. I could read it very, very clearly by just standing here. And also, if I envision the hull of the ship above, the bottom of the hull, I can see under it quite easily without having to sort of, you know, duck down to see underneath it. So I think this idea is actually the way to go. This might not be the final draft, but the idea I think is pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if the ships should be facing that way or this way. Now, on the Bismarck, I got it facing that way because we wanted Tony's aircraft to be visible. But I don't know. They should all be facing the same way, so that, you know, it's a lot easier to compare. At least that's my thinking right now. A year and a half from now, or when the hood is done, maybe we'll change our minds. We'll see how it goes. A lot of things can happen in a year and a half. Anyway, in about an hour or so, Cellar Dweller will be open, and we'll be, doing what we got to do. Well, I got the table all cleaned up again. I even vacuumed again. We're ready for the box opening. I've readjusted my lights. And speaking of lights, I had another one of those, I keep wanting to call them a transformer, but I think nowadays we call them a power adapter. And another power adapter burnout. So this one here doesn't go on. Yesterday I ordered another one from Amazon. They're cheap. I should have ordered two the last time. Anyway, it's probably going to be here tomorrow, but we don't need it for the box opening. 5 out of 6 is okay. Yeah, it's more than what most people don't have any lights like this, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I used to use them downstairs in the workshop, and so when I came up here, I just brought them up. Why not? I think that's one of the reasons why the sharpness and color and clarity of my videos is as good as it is. Now, of course, when I turn it on, I just use the wall switch here, and when I turn them on, everything else is going to go dark on you. Well, kind of dark. Anyway, that's the idea. So we're ready for the hood, for the box opening, and that's probably going to be the next scene you see. Will be me bringing it into the house. So you know how I like to video everything, right? Give it sort of a play-by-play. Anyway, we'll see you in a few minutes with the hood.
It's a beautiful sunny morning here in Winnipeg today, and what makes it even nicer is the hood is here. Yeah, everything looks bright and sunny now, doesn't it? As I was parking in front of Cellar Dweller, I looked at my watch and it said exactly 10 a.m. Anyway, got inside, and there it was sitting on the counter waiting for us. And the price was as agreed. Good old Cellar Dweller. Thanks, Carrie. I know it looks like I'm going to back over my drain pipe, but I haven't yet. Fingers crossed. Anyway, the idea is I park as close as I can to the drain pipe, and that gives my neighbor lots of room to get their second car in and out. Yeah, and that way they don't have to park one behind the other. They can park side by side. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, great neighbors. I'm glad to go out of my way for them a little bit. I've always been really good at backing up, even just using my mirrors. In fact, that's the way I usually do it, even if I'm towing a trailer. Now, what I've never tried doing is backing up a trailer that's towing a trailer, you know, like a pup. Now, Thailand Jim, do you remember this photo? I'm not jealous anymore. Well, mind you, this winter when it's freezing cold here in Winnipeg and you're nice and warm, I'll probably be jealous again. Now some of you are probably thinking, there he goes again, complaining about winter already. Well, here in Winnipeg it's almost August already. In fact, come to think of it, it's almost August all around the world. Anyway, in about 3 months, we'll probably have snow again.
It's here! Okay, now we'll have our box opening. Boy, that's a big box. I don't think the hull is actually full length, but we'll soon know. No, it couldn't be that long.
I recently heard somebody say that he found box openings boring. Well, he's entitled to his opinion. To him, he's right. Yeah, doesn't mean that because he finds them boring that they're boring, or because I happen to find them interesting that they're interesting. Yeah, it's all in the eye of the beholder, I guess you would say. Anyway, I like box openings, especially if I'm interested in the product and thinking of maybe buying it. Yeah, just sort of, I don't know, it lets me know what's in the box.
Okay, let's try and keep everything in your field of view here. I guess maybe we should swing it around so that everything's the right way. Although, what's the difference? We're going to be taking these individual boxes out after anyway. So let me get rid of the lid here. And we will be taking a much better look at the manual and everything later as well. I'll probably be photographing each individual page the way I did with the Rodney and the Bismarck. Paint scheme. Yeah, it's the same as the Rodney and Bismarck. I'll probably rely on it a little bit, but not too much. As you remember with the Bismarck, we kind of did our own thing on it. Okay, here's the main part here. The hull. All right. So far it looks good. Well, the hull almost takes up the entire box, maybe 1.5 inches or so on each end, and it doesn't. The hull is shaped a lot different to the Bismarck. It's got this sort of bulge coming up the side here. We'll be looking at that closely later. Alright, I think we can get rid of this part now. I might be able to use that foam for something. Like sticking something into for gluing something up. I don't know, just a thought. And there's another one on the other end. Alright, let's move the camera in a little closer and we'll just see what's in the boxes. Well, we know what's in the boxes. We'll open up our manual in a minute. I actually haven't looked in it yet. Our boxes are labeled A, B, and C. I don't think it makes any difference which order we open them up, but we'll do A first. I wonder if these are going to be as hard to open as they were on the Rodney. The answer to that is yes. No, I don't think they're actually that hard to open. It's just that I don't have the dexterity in my fingers like I used to have. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just leave them like this. I won't close them back up anymore. Now, one thing I did notice about this kit that is different from the Bismarck and the Rodney in that it doesn't have a one-piece deck. At least as near as I can tell. Well, obviously, because if it does, it's missing because I don't got it. So it's probably made up of I'm guessing three different sections here. And you notice in the back of the hull there it drops down. So obviously it couldn't be a one-piece deck that was flat anyway. All right, what do we got here? We'll just take a quick look. Just a real quick look, and then we'll look at the sprues sort of more or less individually. We'll take them out of the packages, and maybe if there's something really interesting with a lot of detail, it might even slip on the macro lens. But that's not going to be today. Well, there's part of the funnel. This ship has two funnels. Okay, let's take a look in box B. Well, that one went better. Now, they did not make these lids any bigger than they had to, that's for sure. Okay, in box B, we got a lot of little parts here. Like I say, we'll take a look at them a little closer. Probably tomorrow now. And box C. Okay, clearly this is our part of the main deck right here. Looks like it's in 3 long sections. Oh, 4. Okay. This is going to be a big ship. Alright, I'm going to cut this video off for today, folks. The hood is here. And I'm going to do a parts check off camera, make sure everything's here, and get these packages opened up. And like I said, tomorrow we'll have a nice close look at the sprues. We might even get on to step 1. We'll just see how it goes. I don't want to rush this. I want to enjoy it. So thanks for coming with me to Cellar Dweller and picking it up. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.